Hello, welcome back. We are still in Margalef. Last time we were here, last trip, we started looking for like a project of some sort, and we kind of settled on Amigas. And this time we also want to do like another project of sorts. We're kind of looking like 7C, 7C plus, maybe even 8A. But like to give ourselves the best possible chance of like climbing this thing, we've sort of come up with certain criteria. So we've been through the guidebook and looked up all the 7C, 7C pluses, 8As with a star. They only give them 1 stars in the book, so it either has a star or not. So something with a star. And then we've come up with a load of other criteria too. What?
Sophie got super geeky on this, and
I like a spreadsheet.
She
what
loves
can I
it.
say?
She loves a spreadsheet. So, yeah, the guidebook got organised or potential routes have now been organised into a spreadsheet.
What's life without a bit of organisation and a spreadsheet? Yeah. So here's the spreadsheet. Hasn't actually got many routes on it in the end, based on our criteria. So yeah, they got the grade, obviously, where it's at and things, but also we're not particularly fit, so we went on like sub 20 meters because there's a lot of like big routes here. Like we don't have an 80-meter rope, so we can't do the 40-meter routes or the 30-meter ones. And yeah, we cut off at a certain height and looked for anything that was shorter than that. We also looked at bolt ratio compared to the height of the climb, so how many bolts there were on the route compared to its height. So if it had, say, 5 bolts in a 10-meter climb, we consider that to be a pretty good ratio, like 1 bolt per 2 meters. Ones that had like sort of 4 bolts in a 15-meter route, we didn't really look at because neither of us are particularly brave to do long run-outs. And then a couple of other criteria were like how far the walk-in is. Because we want to project it, we want to get there and spend maximum time climbing rather than walking in necessarily. So we set a sort of shortish cut-off time for that. And then Brett likes the shade.
I don't climb very well when it's really hot and sunny, so
yeah, we looked at shade.
I need something that is in the shade at least part of the day.
Yeah, this is where we have slightly conflicting, because I need like a bit of warmth, otherwise my fingers start to get like really tight and sore and hard to warm up or keep warm. But he's like 100% shade. He's very British. Comes to Spain and looks for the shade.
Yeah. Bit of friction, and my fingers sweat a lot less. So.
See, I wonder if it's because my fingers are slightly dry, whether I need a little bit of sweat. Anyway, today is a compromise. So we've gone for a crag. It's basically first on the list. Gone for the crag with a couple of climbs actually here that we earmarked as being potentials, and then it's shady for half the day.
Yeah.
So we better stop vlogging.
By half a day of shade is disappearing rapidly here.
By vlogging this intro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go out and climb.
Right.
So yeah, as far as crags go, it's pretty close. There's the van. And here's the crag. Yeah, ideal. Rest in between attempts with a cup of tea. So kind of 2 lines that we thought about. One goes kind of straight up this line here, onto the top, and the other one goes slightly more diagonally, starts the same and then trends off left over that way. So the left one gets 7C plus, the straight up one gets 7C/7C plus. Shares a lower off with the 7B down this crack. What's your plan?
Yeah, I'll try and Onsight the 7B and then put the draws in the 7C plus from the way down.
The 7C/7C plus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and have a play on that, maybe on top rope or with the draws in place.
Yeah. Sweet. Yay!
Yay!
Well done.
Pretty happy with that.
Thank you.
I don't think I've on-sighted 7B before, so that's good. I'm pretty bad at on-sighting, particularly sport on-sighting stuff. So yeah, I don't do. Often find it quite hard to kind of commit to moves I don't know that well. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Yeah, it was good. Really glad that I took the crack gloves actually, because there was I was looking up and I couldn't tell whether there was going to be a jam or not a jam, and I was like, well, if I take the crack gloves then there won't be a jam, but took them and yeah, there was a really good jam up there, so I was quite glad I had those. Definitely helped a little bit.
Pretty sharp in places.
Yeah, so yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, part of the reason, one of the reasons why I wanted to do that 7B is because I wanted to get up to the chain, because the chain shares, it's a shared lower off with another route to the side of it, which is 7C/7C plus, so harder than anything I've climbed before, and I wanted to get all the draws in that and just have a play around with that. So we'll see how that goes, and that may be the new project. Yeah, it's super steep, really steep.